You know, her videos are shared, sprinkle videos everywhere. You know,
that's Shera 7.
But if you're sitting out there, you learned everything from me. Did you learn how to be smart? If you are going to put your body through all of that, they got to have money, baby.
So I recently did a video on the trophy wife, and during that video, she mentioned another creator that she learned a lot of her ways. And that creator name is Shera 7.
Well, I had shared this before, that I stumbled across a very important content creator that I think everyone knows as the hypergamous queen. You know, her videos are shared, sprinkle videos everywhere. You know,
that's Shera 7.
I think that a lot of times, like I stated before, that women are taught that their value is in what's between their legs. And she was the first person that said that it was true. And you don't have to give it away to just anybody. A man should be worth your time. He should be, you know, taking you out. He should be investing in you. He should be making your life easier if he cares about you.
She felt like the messages that Shera 7 was helping women get their power back, helping them use what they have to get what they want, basically manipulating situations to come on top. That's how I take it. But Shera 7, she responded back to the trophy wife, and this is her response right here.
Not desperate. If you're desperate, don't claim me. I'm sorry. But if you're sitting out there, you learned everything from me. Did you learn how to be smart? Did you learn how not to be desperate? You didn't learn from me. You learned from whoever putting clips out on TikTok 30 seconds long. You didn't learn from me. Sprinkle. Did you learn from this channel, or did you learn from 30-second clips on TikTok? Because I didn't put those out. You didn't learn from the YouTube channel? Did you learn over here? Did you learn what I said after 30 seconds? Did you hear what I said after sprinkle? Or before? Did you hear that? Did you hear when I said stop being desperate? Did you hear when I said don't be a pygmisha? Did you hear when I talked about background checks? Did you hear when I talked about all this other stuff? About not dealing with men if you have kids until they're old and grown enough to speak for themselves and be in school and whatnot? Did you not hear when I said all of that? Because you was not following the real account? Don't blame me.
So Shera 7 is basically saying that ain't got nothing to do with me, all right? Don't be putting my name in your allegations. You know what I mean? Don't act like you learned that from over here. You ain't learned how to be a pick-me. I ain't never tell you go get a man that got money and can take care of your life, but see how he is with kids and, you know, you're being thirsty. I ain't never say that. So I want to show y'all some of the TikTok videos that I found from Shera 7, and I want y'all to comment what y'all think about it.
Let me tell y'all a secret. And some of y'all might be too late, but for the next time, if you just decide to get pregnant, and like I said, babies aren't mistakes. The men that you choose to have them with are the mistakes sometimes. Now listen. If you are going to put your body through all of that, they got to have money, baby. Don't you know that procreating and multiplying another human's DNA cost a lot of money if you were to become a surrogate? And you doing it for some free for some dusty. I'm not saying he's dusty because I don't know. Hopefully he's not. But do you know how much you can get paid to have somebody else, baby? And you gonna go and have a Dusty's baby for free while you struggle? No. Know your value. And I tell this to women all the time. Our bodies, our physical bodies are worth more than men's bodies. Alive, during pregnancy, after pregnancy, and in death. I promise you. Oh, Fatima, sprinkle, we are.
So the message that Shera 7 is giving is that women's bodies is enough for them to get some money. I want to ask y'all a question. Is prostitution now just not a thing? Like, I understand that people don't try to call themselves prostitutes or things of that nature, but am I tripping, or isn't prostitution when somebody is willing to get an exchange for giving up the box? Isn't that prostitution? Are now women walking around telling each other how to be prostitutes? And if y'all think I'm bugging, this is the definition of prostitution. A prostitute, a person in particular, a woman who engages in sexual activity for payment. So just because a man is not directly handing money into your hands, if you're only sleeping with this man because he has money and you know in return you're going to receive some money, you're going to receive some financial benefits, that's the same thing as giving up the box for payment. There's no difference. And if you know anything about prostitutes, they usually don't get treated well by their pimps. So while you're telling women that, hey, if you're going to give it up, make sure he has some money. Okay, what about all the flaws in his character that you're going to have to deal with once you give up the box, because he's going to now be funding your lifestyle? Yeah, you're going to live a lavish lifestyle, but how nice is a lavish lifestyle when you're depressed, when you're scared every time the man's car pulls up in the drive-thru, but you have a waterfall in front of your house, right? You're driving a nice car. What is a nice car if every time you walk into the house, the man is swinging on you? I could see how a woman could watch that video and be like, well, she did say if I am going to sleep with a man, he got to have money. I can't find no good brothers. All these other brothers is broke. I might as well have a kid by this man because he has money. That is kind of in the same line of what the trophy wife kind of did. I'm not going to lie. When I sit here and I think about the bad decision that she made by getting pregnant by the man and how fast she moved with him, the only mindset I could possibly think that she was in was how she could financially benefit from this situation. That's just one video, and it was clipped up. Here's another video
Tips
that I
on
found.
how to be mean and stay feminine. I struggle because you get defensive. Well, if the man is giving you money, then you can always find a way not to be mean unless they like you being mean. So you have to know who you're dealing with first. You know who you're dealing with first, then you can act however you know you can get away with. But if you don't know the person, you need to feel them out first. Okay, so whoever you're with, you need to feel them out. You need to slowly let out your meanness and see how they react to just a little bit. If they can't handle a little bit, then you pull back and you then use more power of suggestion. Okay, you got to get more manipulative if you can't just say what you need to say, because some men's ego can't take that, and their egos are very fragile. So that's when women have to get more manipulative and conniving and sneaky, okay? Because men can't take our true, opinions on things. So that's why women have to get so sneaky sometimes, because it's looked down upon when women really voice what they really have to say. So we have to just use the power of suggestion, be sneaky, clever, and conniving in order to get what we need to get or communicate across to them without bruising their fragile egos. So just keep that in mind.
This is extremely exhausting. The fact that she's teaching women to manipulate and lie their way into giving their opinions when they're dealing with a man just tells you the type of man that she's telling you to go deal with. See, when you're trying to find a man solely for what's in his pocket, yeah, you're going to miss the part of him having great character, great communication skills in order to be able to hear you, for you to be able to be emotional and he's emotionally aware to understand what you're saying. Instead, you're just going to find a man that has money that can support you. In return, you can no longer voice your opinion. He's going to feel like a woman voicing her opinion is too much for him. So now you have to manipulate your way and lie. That's the life you got to live. Imagine having to manipulate and lie for the rest of your life, not being able to voice yourself at home, all so you can live a life with nice handbags and a nice car. That's not happiness. I don't know if you guys notice or not. I know a lot of people want to be supported financially, but when you look at some of the richest people in the world, they're some of the most depressed people, because money and materialistic things do not actually create happiness. So while people are getting on YouTube and they're telling y'all, if you're gonna open up your legs, ladies, make sure you open it up for a man that got money, as if money is the end all be all to great character and somebody that you should deal with for the rest of your life, which is why women are getting abused, controlled. They're in these uncomfortable situations. They feel as if they can't express themselves because y'all are telling women to go for these guys that just have money instead of all these other characteristics that you need in order to have a healthy relationship. Ladies, deal with a man that has drive, compassion. He's emotionally aware. He has a great character, and the people around him also like him, because that is a man that you can be around for the rest of your life. You'd rather be making ends meet in an apartment with a man that is spiritually sound, will respect you, will protect you, and provide security when security security is needed and you don't have to worry about infidelity, instead of you dealing with a man solely because you can live this high life. I promise y'all, a nice car just becomes a car after a while. A nice trip just becomes another beach after a while. But when you're doing these experiences with somebody you don't like, it sucks. Have you ever went somewhere and you're like, damn, I wish I would have brought my other friend instead of this friend. It would have been a lot more fun. But you still went to that place, right? It's not as enjoyable if you're living a life with somebody you don't really like. So ladies, stop following these messages of just find a man with money. Find a man with drive that's trying to get him some money. Find a man that he has good moral character. He has respect for you. He has respect for those that's around. He has a spiritual foundation that leads his life. Stop chasing dollars as if dollars is what's going to create a happy life. Does dollars make life a lot easier? Yes, but dollars also brings out the worst in a lot of people. So be careful. I can see how the trophy wife watched these type of messages and got the situation she got. Everything I'm saying is alleged. I'm not saying Shera 7 has anything to do with the allegations in the case or anything like that. I'm not tying the two together. But as far as the trophy wife saying that this is what she was watching and this is what helped her get the mindset of finding a person, I can see that. And I can see how a lot of women have this mindset. Honestly, I feel like this is just red pill for women. But hey man, it's your boy TybuggyTV. I want y'all to comment below. Let me know what y'all think. The direction that dating is going nowadays is really ugly. I hope people are able to talk to real life married people at their church or wherever in public in their families and ask them, was he rich when you found him? Yo, was she at her finest when you met her? Like, what was the situation on how y'all actually met for y'all to be able to be together for 20 years and live this happy marriage? Ask those people, all right? Not these people on YouTube that are sitting here telling y'all that everything is black and white. Get to do with money, you gonna live a happy life. Because as y'all can see, that's not turning out good either. These guys that's getting online telling you to get these kind of girls, these BBL Becky girls and stuff like that, just to find out they getting played behind closed doors. Hey, man, it's been your boy TybuggyTV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 5,000 subscribers, y'all. It's been a short period of time, and I just want to say thank you. If you don't mind, can you please become a member of my channel? I have no members right now. It's like $3 a month. I want to be able to talk to y'all one-on-one if you need any type of advice or anything like that. Hit the little join button at the bottom of the page. Until next time, man, it's been your boy TybuggyTV. I'm out of here, man.